Comrades, power. Power. Nyanza Youth Caucus, power. Power. Freedom to expression, power. Power. Freedom to assembly, power. Power. As the chair of Nyanza Youth Caucus, I want to take this opportunity to strongly condemn the actions or the words that were emitted from one Hon Seth Adui Kanga. We as young people in this country, we know very well that Nyanza region, we never voted for one doctor, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, including me. No one of us here voted for Dr. William Ruto. Yes. But because for the first time in the history of this country, we have a president who has realized that he is a symbol of national unity, and therefore he has taken that opportunity to incorporate our people of Luo Nyanza into his government, to work with him and to run this government. We are not going to take that as a mean achievement from our people and from the president. And therefore, anybody who is trying to demonize, anybody who is trying to bastardize, anybody who is trying to criticize the actions of one President William Ruto by appointing one Dr. Raymond Omolo to his government does not know what he is speaking about, does not have the interest of the Luo community as heart, does not even deserve to be called a leader within this region, does not even deserve to sit with people of equal measures to discuss matters of unity, to discuss matters of development, to discuss matters of progress in this region. Those are the people who have been looting several institutions within our community, Nyanza region. And therefore, as youths, we have come out in large number to tell one Honorable Adui Kanga, who is the chief whip of Kisumu County Assembly, and the chair of the budget committee, Honorable Joaquim Okecho Mieno, that the time has come for the Luo youths to get into the government. Yes. We have no option, and we have no apology to work for William Samoei Ruto to appoint one Dr. Raymond Omolo. Yes. Through his appointment, we have seen several fruits for our youth. Most of our youths have been incorporated in the government. Most of our youths are working in several institutions just because of Dr. Raymond Omolo. And therefore, one Seth Adui Kanga has no a single equal measures to try to bastardize or mention the name of Dr. Raymond Omolo in a negative way. And I'm saying this with surety that Dr. Raymond Omolo was appointed into Dr. William Ruto's government by the virtue of his education. Yes. He was not he is not holding a political office, and he has not given us any direction on his political journey. So we have to differentiate between a politician and somebody who's working for the people. Yes. And lastly, this is the time that we Luo community, we must know and we must realize that we have been in opposition for long. And being in opposition has not given us what we have been waiting for long. Moi emerged to presidency just because he was working with the government. Kibaki emerged and was elected to presidency of this country just because he was in the government.
True.
Ruto, who is now the current president, is in the government just because he was in the government.
Yeah.
He was working with Honorable Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And we have to see the trend. Working with the government can also one day help us to achieve our dream as a community.
Yeah.
And I will say without fear that the only terminal malignancy, the only disease that we have been having in this community is lack of employment for the youths.
Yes.
The only disease we have is a lack of proper infrastructure for our people, for our brothers and sisters to go to school. The only disease that we have been having in this community is infrastructural development. If you are a leader who cannot mention such, then you have nothing. We have nothing. We as people of Luo Nyanza to discuss with you.
Yes.
Our agenda number 1 is development. Number 2 is development. Number 3 is development, regardless where it is coming from.
Yes.
And this war has been started. We are not going to relent until our people achieve what they have been waiting for.
Yes.
This is not the generation that you are intimidating people. This is not the generation that you think you are the one to speak. This is a generation of change. And we have still seen a light. And that is where we are going to.
Yes.
As Nyanza Youth Caucus, we have nothing to share with somebody who has no interest for our people. We have nothing to share with somebody who is criticizing people who are working in the government. We have nothing to share with people who are non-performance in their respective positions. We are telling those who are purporting or those who are thinking that Dr. Raymond Omolo has done nothing or has done less for our community. And we are telling you that Dr. Raymond Omolo is one person who believes in the development of human beings. Lastly, I want to take this opportunity to appreciate our President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, for appointing our brothers, our mothers, and our sisters into his government. Even though we did not vote for him, even though we've not recognized him as a president for a very long time, he has done what a man can do in his lifetime. And I'm taking this opportunity to also request that our people in Luo Nyanza, our youth in Luo Nyanza, we are still lagging behind in terms of development. We need industries in this region. Let Moroni sugar, Chemelil sugar, Miwani sugar, all these sugar industries from Nyanza region be revived. We want more industry because without a certain set of industrialization, we are seeing our life remaining the same for the next 40 years. And therefore, that is my appeal. And we are hoping that you will respond to it.
I want to strongly condemn the sentiments echoed by Honorable Seth Aduinyang towards PS Raymond Omolo. First, Nyang seems to be an unbeliever of the pillars of the ODM party. One of the key pillars in ODM is democracy. We have democracy of association, which we have seen that Adui Nyang doesn't believe in that. Secondly, we want to say, as the Nyanza Youth Caucus, that our aim to work with the government is even represented currently in the ongoing bipartisan talks at Bomas of Kenya. You've seen the opposition and the government have decided to sit down and chart the way forward for this country. So I see no harm that have been done by President Ruto by appointing PS Omolo into his government. As the Nyanza Youth Caucus, we want to embrace politics of unity, politics of development, politics of peace, as we have seen chaired by His Excellency the Right President Honorable William Samoei Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga in the bipartisan talks at Bomas. Lastly, I want to thank the Nyanza Youth Caucus for coming out strong to condemn the hatred words echoed by some leaders who doesn't believe in politics of inclusivity. Nyanza Youth Caucus power.
Power.
Nyanza Youth Caucus power.
Power.